see. Is that better? I think that's a little better. All right. Are we good? Are we good? All right. We're good. We're live. Hey, 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 we're back. Hi, Zelda. How are you? It's been a while. It's been a while. We've been very busy. We're glad to be back. I'm glad to be back. I got a lot of stuff to sell. So I'm excited to start doing weekly shows again. Um, we just finished the estate sale and we finished the estate sale, and then we had to clean out the estate sale. And it would have been different. It wasn't like your traditional estate sale. Like we had to do the sale, and then we had to get rid of everything that was left. And since we were doing it for a friend, we weren't like on like a time crunch to get the estate sale stuff out. And the family was still trying to go through some things that we had left in the keep room for them. So I helped them clear that out too. So it took us a little while to do that. So I am back full swing into reselling things. I will say this. I enjoyed doing the estate sale. It was a lot of fun, but it's one and done. Not, I can't do another one. I mean, I could. It's just not for me. I miss being the one to go to the estate sales. So, but yeah, the estate sale was fun. It was cool to get in, do one, see what it was like, get our feet wet, understand it all. But it's just not for me. I like to be the one to go to the sale, not the one putting the sale on. So, but it was good. It was a lot of fun. We did really well, really, really well. Met a lot of cool people, met some new people, and we made good money in it. So a lot of the stuff that's going to be in the auction tonight, as a matter of fact, I think almost all of it, except for like 2 or 3 things, is actually from the estate sale. So the leftovers from the estate sale, the homeowners told us to do whatever we wanted to with, as long as we got rid of it. So a lot of the things that are in the show tonight are actually from that estate sale that we did. So give you guys a few minutes, look down in the store or over here or wherever it is, and see if there's anything that you guys like. If you want to put a pre-bid in it, you can. If there's something you guys see that you want us to run, let me know. Elle is here. She's just in another room. She did put a comment. So if anything, just put it in the comments and she'll let me know. But I am going to go and get our giveaway for the show started. So I have a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm just going to pick something out. Let's do this and let's do this. All right. So first giveaway is going to be this. Let me go load it real quick. And once I get it loaded, we'll go ahead and we'll start the auction. Let's see here. Add, and we're going to do giveaway. Let me get my mug out of the way. And we'll do giveaway 1. Publish. And since it is so close to being time for us to start running items, I'm going to find it and we're going to go ahead and just start it. Again, anything, all you have to do to enter the giveaway is just to follow me. I follow everyone back at the end of the show. So just make sure that you do go up there and hit that giveaway button. Enter that giveaway. It is absolutely free. Again, this is what it is. This is our little giveaway. It's a little, it's got a zipper. So it's like a little pouch that you could put money in or coins in or something like that. It's got a carabiner on it. So make sure you enter the giveaway. Again, it is completely free. I'll ship it to you free. You just got to follow me. So with that being said, let me wet my whistle and we'll get started with the auction. So what's everyone doing for dinner tonight? Elle and I have not eaten dinner. So we need dinner ideas because I'm not very hungry. So I don't know what I want and everything sounds like bleh. So any suggestions you guys have is always welcome. But I'm going to grab in the box here and we'll get started with this auction. So let's see here. I have the first item here. Let me find it in here and I'll get it loaded while we talk about him. And this is going to be one of the items that we did get from the estate sale. This is it. It is a flash. We were supposed to have shepherd's pie. We were. But I forgot to take the lamb out of the freezer today. So we will not be having shepherd's pie tonight. But just for you guys, so that you know, shepherd's pie is Elle's favorite. That's her favorite. But here it is. It is going to be a flash, a vintage flash. The box for its age is it's in pretty dang good condition. Let me grab it out of here before we actually start the auction, so you see what you're getting yourself into. It does have its appropriate manuals and everything in there. So it is going to have, upside down. It is going to have its appropriate manuals that it was supposed to come with. And it does also still have the filters that were supposed to come with it as well. So let me show you those really quick. They are still in the original packaging. So you'll get all the filters with it. And then it also comes with the flash. Now, I haven't tested this. I don't know if it's still operational. I mean, it should be. There's no reason why it shouldn't be. But yeah, here it is. I'll go ahead and start the auction. But here it is. It is a vintage flash. So you get the flash, you'll get the filters, and you'll get the box and the manual. So you'll get all of this for the auction. And I'll just kind of show this off to you so you can see a little bit better of what it is. It does do this like normal flashes do. I hadn't even tried to turn it on. And I don't think this one is battery powered. I didn't see a place where you put the batteries unless you guys are seeing it and I'm not. Oh, right there. All right, the Gap Shack. Now I'm curious. Oh, yeah. It's in really good condition. There's no corrosion in there. But yeah, thank you so much. We will start a pile of good goodies for you. I thought this was really cool. No one purchased at the estate sale, so I can bring it to you guys. And I have a lot of stuff from that estate sale to bring to you guys. So make sure that you do. I am going to try to post. I'm trying to put this in the wrong thing. I am going to put up some shows, hopefully tomorrow. Today I had a doctor's appointment that I had to go to, so I was burning daylight today. So I wanted to get this up for you guys so we could have the auction tonight. But probably tomorrow I'll probably get some more auctions lined up. So if this is the type of stuff you guys are interested in, I have a whole lot more from that estate sale to bring to you guys. So make sure you bookmark that show. Man, that was a long-winded way around of getting to that, but it's fine. You guys don't care. Let's see here. What's the next thing? All right. I'm going to try to run the big stuff because I want to get it out of the way. I just like running the big stuff first. That's just me. All right, let's move this to stage. All right, this is going to be the next one. It's going to be another flash. Oh, it's upside down. It's going to be another flash. Let me show you guys the box. It does have a little bit of box damage, but the inside is perfectly fine. Oh, it has the old sticker. Stop. It was back in the day. It was $29.95. I don't know if you guys can see that. $29.95. That's so cool. All right, let me open it and get it out of the box before we start it so you know what you're getting yourself into. It is going to come with the styrofoam. Its original packaging. And it does. The only thing that I took out of here was the batteries because it had batteries right here that were starting to corrode. And I just took them out of the package and threw them away. But other than that, everything is in its original packaging. And believe it or not, it still had the original batteries in here. Oh, giveaway's running. Who's going to get the giveaway? Chris, the Gap Shack, you got it. So you will be getting this little guy right here. I'll throw it in with your bag of good goodies. Congratulations. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And thank you so much for purchasing something tonight. So back to this. Here it is in its original packaging. This does not have any corrosion on it as well. The only thing that was corroded, like I said, was the batteries that were in the package. So, but here is the flash. It's got some styrofoam on it. Here is the flash itself. I'm trying to get it above the comments. But here it is. It's still in excellent condition. Excellent condition. So we'll go ahead and start the auction on that. Again, you will get the flash. You'll get the charger and the cord as well for it. And its original box. Like I said, the only thing that I took out of here was just the old batteries that were starting to corrode inside the styrofoam. I don't know if this was ever used because the batteries, like I said, they were still in their packaging, so it may have never been used. I will say that everything that we did have at the estate sale, they took care of their stuff. And what I mean they took care of their stuff, they took care of their stuff. So anything that I bring to you guys will probably be dang near new. If they used it, they took really, really good care of it. Big Q. Sometimes we don't like to state the obvious, but for those of you who didn't know, there you go. All right. Let me set this off to the side. I'm not going to put it back in there. I'll just set it off to the side. So let me wet my whistle again real quick. All right. What do we have next? I think that was the two really big items. The next one is the last big item that we have. I say big, it's just large. It does look like it has a pre-bidded already. I'll go ahead and move it to the stage. It is going to be a vintage jewelry box. Is it upside down? Yeah, there we go. Bring it in so you guys can kind of see the detail on it and stuff, and all the sides. Now, it is a music player, but it doesn't have the little twisty thing that you play the music with. But I will open it up and show you guys the inside. Here is the inside. It does have a mirror. Say hello to yourselves. It does have a drawer, as you can see, that slit open. It does have a drawer here that opens. You can put stuff in, and then this right here opens as well. And in here is the thing that plays the music. But here it is, little jewelry box. We'll go ahead and start it. Looks like vintage. It's in it for $1 already. But here it is. Nice little jewelry box. Not too bad. Here is the side and the back of it. Here's the bottom. And again, that's where the little twisty thing goes that plays the music. Just screws on there. I just couldn't locate it. But nice little jewelry box. Looks like vintage is going to take it down for $1, guys. Not bad for $1. There it is. Welcome in, Grams and Pops. Thank you so much, vintage. We'll add this. We'll start a pile of good goodies for you. All right. Let's see. What is going to be next on? I'm now just going to start at the top, and we're going to work our way down. Let's see here. Let me grab it really quick. I still haven't got any food options, so you guys need to start giving me ideas for dinner tonight. I said cereal. Ink picture. It looks like the jewelry box my husband bought back from Japan when he was in the Navy. Super cool. That is an awesome story. See, it's stuff like that that brings me back here. So when you guys tell me stories of something that someone bought for you or that you picked up at somewhere, that's stuff that makes this awesome. So thanks, Ink Picture, for that story. I really appreciate it. Tell your husband thank you for his service. Next item is going to be, it's a cream shop bag. So let me take this stuff out of here so you can actually see the bag because it's clear. It looks like vintage is in this one for $1 as well. Grams and Pop says, hey, I sold that holster that you bought me today. Awesome. That is freaking awesome. But here is the bag. It does say cream on it. It's got some characters right here. And here is the back. It is see-through. And then it also is going to come with 3 face masks. This is the bunny. And it looks like a dog and a koala. Let's see. Tomorrow is a 6 meatball sub, chips, and a drink at Subway for $6.99. You know what? I had Subway for the lunch today. Had Subway for the lunch. We actually got some Subway coupons. So, all right. I'm going to put them back in here. Here it is, guys. We're going to start the option on that. Sorry if I'm talking a whole lot today. I just haven't talked to you guys in a while. It's been a minute. I've missed you. Oh, it still has the TJ Maxx sticker on there. Look at that. $24? Wow. That's a steal of a deal for $1. I'm curious, Grams, did you make some money on the deal? That's what's important to me. I want to bring deals here that if you guys resell it, you're able to make a profit yourself. That's the whole name of the game for me. All right, vintage. Thank you so much. I sold it for $49.99. Awesome. That makes my heart happy. Love that for you. Love, 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 love that for you. If there was a way for me to do like the I would. I guess I just did it in real time, but if I could send a sticker to you or something, I would. All right. What is the next thing? All right. Next one is going to be, let's see if I can fish it out of here. Let me set this right here. It's in here. Just where is it in here, Living? Ah, there it is. All right. Did I move it to the stage? I did. All right. How is the weather? It has been warm. Elle can tell you she works out in it every day. I don't, thank God, because I'm not built for that. I ain't made for that. But it has been hot. But here it is. Here is the next one. I actually have two of these myself. I have this size, and then I have the larger one of this. I love Old Tens, but here it is. And if I'm going to be quiet, there's still some in here. It's still got, I don't know if it's the actual pills in here. I took them out because you can take this cap off of this one. And I don't think that's what's in there, but there is stuff in here. But here it is. It's mostly for the 10, the vintage 10. That's why I have it. But I'll start the bid on it at $1. I have a weakness for old 10s and stuff like that. In this graphic, there's not a whole lot of like rusting and stuff on it. So if I was out in the wild, this would be something that I would pick up to display because it's still got a lot of good color on it. Thank you guys so much for your bids. I appreciate that. And you collect those tins too. Yeah, it's a weakness for me. It has been a weakness for me for a very long time. Yeah, it's the stash can. You could do that too. All right, the Gap. Thank you so much. Add that over there. I love old tins. I've got several in my collection. And like what's crazy is like I came across this old book that tells you like the value of old tins and stuff like that. I think I spent like a day or and a half looking at all that stuff just to see if I had one of them in there. All right, Raymond. All right, the next one is going to be a duck candle. If I can fish out of here. Now this has got to be the cutest little candle I've ever seen. Y'all look. It's a candle that's a duck, and it's like it's not really big. I don't have big hands. But it's a little duck candle, and it still has the wick. It's never been used. Let me see if I can pull it up. There you go. There's the candle wick. But I'll go ahead and start it for $1. I thought this was super, super cute. If you have someone who owns a Jeep or a friend that has a Jeep, this would be a cute gift, a duck gift for someone that maybe has a Jeep or whatever. But I just thought it was super cool. I love when people come over here and troll. I think it's the best thing. Thanks for your comment. I love that for you. But yeah, little duck candle. All right. Put that over here. What do we got next? All right. Next is going to be a book. The book is going to be 50 Shades of Grey. Here is the book. I think we've all seen these books before. And it looks new because the back doesn't have any like where someone had broke the spine on it or whatever. Just 50 Shades of Grey. I'll go ahead and start the auction on that one. I told Elle we should have cereal, but we don't have no milk. And I don't have anyone on YouTube right now to mod for me. So you guys just have to excuse the ugly comments. Better to have ice cream on standby than this book is hot. Yeah. It is a smoky book, but you know, all the book lovers out there, I thought I'd put it up here, see if anybody was interested. Because it is, like I said, it's in new condition. Like, I don't think anyone's, like, you know, opened it all the way because you'd be able to, you know, stand on that. Oh, Elle says she's working on that. All right, thanks. I appreciate that. Let me wet my whistle. So how have you guys been? I haven't been on here. Is everyone doing okay? Any new things come about? I know Ink Picker, I know she's been doing some shows. And I see that she bought her first storage unit. So congratulations on that if she's still here. A rum and Coca-Cola night. You know, I haven't eaten enough food today for it to be a rum and Coke night. But I am a rum drinker. Elle's a whiskey drinker. I'm a rum drinker for sure. All right. Next one is going to be a gun lock. It is brand new in the package. It's just a gun lock. Nothing fancy about it. It does still have the key. It's brand new in the package. Still has all of its paperwork with it. We'll go ahead and start the auction on that. If you guys are pew pew people, then this is definitely something good to have. Too hot, basically dying, but estate sales and garage sales are going on. Absolutely. I was going to go to estate sales last weekend. There wasn't really anything good to go. I mean, I could have pulled something out of the hat, but, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stay home and work. And that's what I did. But yeah, this is just, here's the name brand on it. It's just a gun lock, regular gun lock. But yeah, I was gonna go last weekend. It just wasn't nothing that like really pulled me to go. So I didn't go. I'm hoping to get back out there this weekend because I am itching. And if you guys know and you go to estate sales, then you know that if you don't go for a while, you get the itch. And I definitely have the itch for sure. um, let's see. This is gonna next one's gonna be a charm. Let me grab it real quick. It will come in the box. It has a box that it comes in, and this is its original box. It does have like a little note in here. It's a little lucky owl charm. Here is the description if you guys want to read that. And then here is the little owl. It's just a little owl. I'm trying to get out of the frame. There you go. Just there's the front of it, and here is the back of it. Just a little owl charm. So let's see. We'll start the auction on that one. Here it is. It's just a little owl charm with a little note you could put on your desk. There's a cup holder that I have something like this in my truck. The heat keeps, where's it go? Yep, the heat keeps me loyal. Yeah, there you go, for sure. Definitely could understand that. And there's some good deals on both platforms. I do agree. But this platform has done me so well. The community on here is hands down the best, one of the best communities I have ever been in contact with and ever been a part of. So this platform is definitely where I will always come. Not saying that the other platform's not, but for my experience, this platform has been way more generous to me. Let's see. What do we got next? Oh, this is a fun one. All right. So next is going to be a pack. It's a pack of Disney Mickey Mouse. So you have, I don't know if you guys can see, there's just a bunch of different Mickey Mouse pencils. They are brand new, never been used, and they are still in their original packaging. Original packaging on this one. So there's Gigi. I didn't see you jump in. Hi, Gigi. How are you? We'll go ahead and start the auction on that one. But yeah, here they are. I'm trying to get them up close so you guys can kind of see what they look like. But just a bunch of different Mickey Mouse pencils. Even the erasers got different colors on them too. This one's cool. It's got all the different faces. Like the happy, the sad, the mad, the surprised. I thought this one had Marvin on it, but it's not. It's Mickey. Yeah, they're just all Mickey. Gigi's going to take this one for $1. Thank you so much, Gigi. We will start a pile of good goodies for you. And you were hiding in the back. You're waiting to come snack a good deal. Can't say I blame you. All right, next one. Next one is going to be a My Little Pony. Where'd it go? It's a My Little Pony, Little Pony. So here it is. My Little Pony, Little Pony. This right here did get a little damage on it, but it is still brand new in the package. The seal has not been broken. Here is the back of it. My Little Pony, Little Pony. And this pony is named Rainbow Dash. So we'll go ahead and start the auction. Gigi's in it for $1. Thank you so much, Gigi. But yeah, I definitely want to get back out into the estate sales for sure. And a lot of the people that we go to a lot of their sales, they just weren't doing any sales close. And anyone who knows me is I don't really go too far. I don't want to go too far to where it's like not feasible for me and then not find anything. All right, Gigi, thank you so much. Anybody been going into garage sales? Because I can tell you what, around here, it is too hot to go to some estate sales. I can tell you that. I mean, not estate sales, garage sales. Let me grab this bag out because the next one's in this little bag right here. All right. Next one's going to be a little bracelet. It is a pearl and gold bracelet. Now, I couldn't find on this bracelet anything that said that it was gold. I did put the name in the description, and it does. Let me see if I can get it to show it. There is the name of it, and if I flip it around, the name is the only thing that shows here as well. Doesn't say that it's gold or 925, but it is a very, very cute little bracelet. So that's what it looks like. Let me get my noggin out of the way. There we go. That way you guys can see it. It's just a cool little pearl and gold bracelet. I mean, I don't have very big wrists, but it would fit my wrist. But also too, it would fit a child's wrist too. All right, so I'll go ahead and start the auction on that. Gigi's in it for $1. But there it is. Pearl and gold bracelet right there. And it is braided. Thank you so much, Gigi, for your bid. Looks like the gaps in it as well. Very, very cute. Let me show you guys the name of it again. There it is right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Gigi's back in it for $3. And then I wonder if I do this, if you guys can see. Oh, there we go. All right, Gigi, you got it for $3. Thank you so much. I'm going to put that right here. I'm going to mess around and drop that somewhere. All right, so let's see. Next one. Let's run this one. This is a cool one. So I will tell you guys in advance, this is a little scrapbook. And it does come with some accessories as well. But you will have to put some type of twine or rope on it. But here it is. It's from the movie Up. But as I was saying, you have to put something here to hold them together, some like little twine. Here is the back. And then I'll show you. It does have pages in it. Here's what the pages look like. They're just all brown pages. And then I'll show you the accessories before I start the auction. So it's going to come with like stickers and here's the stickers, different stickers. And then it's got these stickers as well. It's got a lot of different stickers in here. And then it comes with a bunch of these, like how it was in the movie. So you will get the book and you'll get the stickers with it. They're not separate. They come together. But we'll go ahead and start the auction off at $1. So you'll get the little scrapbook and you'll get all the little stickers and little pamphlets. I guess they're pamphlets. I don't know. Things like, you traveled somewhere or something like that. Kind of like how the movie was. So yeah, Gigi's in it for $1. It's really cute for kids to let them, play around with it and stuff like that. I'll show you some more of these because these are kind of cool. So you got that one. Just a bunch of cool little stuff that comes with it. All right, Gigi. And then I'm telling you, it comes with a lot of stickers. A lot. This is something we actually purchased and never did, to be honest with you. This did not come from the estate sale. Just one of those things that's like, ooh, that'd be really fun. And then, life. But yeah. All right, what is the next one? All right, the next one's going to be a necklace. This did come from the estate sale that I put on. Let me grab it out of this bucket over here. It is brand new. Here is the name of it. It's an 18-inch necklace. So here is the necklace. And then it does come with, that one's turned up. There you go. It does come with the 2 earrings. And let me bring it up. So it has a little bit of gold. And this is just kind of cosmetic jewelry. But I'll go ahead and start the auction on that one. Oh, not end it. Start it. There we go. But it is just like a little layered necklace. And that is the name. Just a little cosmetic piece. Trying to make sure that the camera picks it up so that I don't. Elle says our kiddo and I both have ADHD, so yes, it got lost in the abyss. It's fine. It's all fine. Well, and it, like I said, it is 18. It still has the security tag on the back of it. The Gap is in it for $1. Not a bad steal for $1. All right, the Gap got it. Thank you so much. Add that over here. Put that on the table. I'm not putting in the bucket because, like I said, I'll lose him. All right. Next one. Looks like we do have a pre-bid on this one. This is going to be one of those old vintage perfume bottles that you and it does still blow air out of the top. I did make sure of that. Let me bring it up so you guys can see it. It didn't have anything on the bottom, as far as name or whatever. But she's heavy. And it's clean on the inside. So, but we'll go ahead and start the auction that when we talk about it. It does have this pretty dangly thing here. I'll give you guys a shot the other side of it. It's real pretty. And then up here is where the perfume would come out. And it does still work. Does still work. Dang, guys. Everyone's like, oh, I need this in my life. It's real pretty. It's real pretty. It would be nice to put on display somewhere. Or you could even put liquid. It does still have the stem that goes out in here. So you could put liquid in it if you wanted to. All right, the Gap got that one. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me wet my whistle again. I've been real thirsty today. Oh, thank you guys. All right, let's see. What else do we got? All right, so the next one, let me explain a little bit about this. It says they're produce banners. Let me get this out of here so that I can pull them out safely without bending them. They're cool. They're just cool. So they're like little banners for produce. And there's probably, I don't know, at least 15 of them in here, and they're all different. They're all different. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of them so you guys can see. Now, they're not sticky on the back. Let me show you the back. They're not sticky on the back. They're literally just for, like, display. Like, if you had, you want to put these in frames maybe, or if, to hang above, like, a wine cabinet or, in the kitchen somewhere. They're real cool, and they look old. The house that I got I did get these at an estate sale, and the estate sale that I got them at, they were real big into wine. They traveled around the world too, a lot. So, like I said, there is a ton of them. I said there's probably about 15 of them in here. Like, it's a thick stack. But I'll stop gabbing, and we'll start the auction. Looks like the Gap's in it for $1. This one looks cool. That's got 80 vibes. That's screaming 80s right there. And then see if I can pull another one out. Did we see that one already? There's that one. I think we saw that one. Ooh, look at that one. There's definitely some cool ones in here for sure. But yeah, definitely be cool for a display piece, conversational piece. There's a lot of them in here, I can tell you that. All right. Thank you so much. Add that with your pile of good goodies, and I'm going to they were in a big bag, so I wouldn't bend them. So I'm putting them back in that big bag so they don't get bent. All right. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so next is going to be a pair of earrings. They are Verwang. I got them from the estate. Oh, they're in this bag. I got them from the estate sale that I put on myself, and I can tell you that we found Tiffany's glasses in there for like whiskey glasses. We found Coach scarves. So there's nothing to make me believe that these aren't real Vera Wang. Not only that, but this son definitely bought his mom gifts, and he did not go cheap. So here they are right here. And the camera's really not picking it up, but they are like a purplish color. And here is the back. I'm trying to get the color to pull up for you guys. But it's probably the light that I'm using. But they are like a light pink purple. So I'll go ahead and start the auction. Looks like here we got some people in on it already. But yeah, like I said, there's nothing to make me believe that these aren't real Vera Wang. The fact that it says Simply Vera is not like the real expensive line, but they are Vera Wang. And Steph did look at these before we started the estate sale. And she said that there was nothing that she found to make her believe that these aren't real Vera Wangs. All right, looks like who got them? Gigi got them. Thank you so much, Gigi. And thank you, everyone else, for bidding on these. I appreciate that. Sorry, I couldn't see because I was trying to hold these up for you guys. Does the watch tick? I'm not sure. I didn't check it. It may very well, but I can't say I can say without a shadow that it does. I can take a look at it here just a second, and we can push the button in to see if it does. I don't mind doing that. But thank you so much, Gigi. All right, where is that watch? I'll do that right now, because if I don't, I will definitely forget. All right, Timex. All I hear is our dishwasher. It makes dishwasher noises. Not that I can hear, but like I said, at this estate sale, they took care of their stuff. So there's nothing that's going to lead me to believe that it wouldn't work. I can't say for 100% that it will, but there's nothing to make me believe that it wouldn't. But I'll give you guys a close-up of the back. Here's the back of it. It still has the paper on it. And here's the front. Let me twist it and see if the hands turn. Yeah, when I twist, so it's not locked up or anything like that. And the hour and the minute both spin. So they both spin. I just think maybe it needs a new battery. I know that's a rare watch if it makes dishwasher sounds. All right, well, I'll go ahead and move this to stage since I have him out. We'll go ahead and run him next. But it is a Timex watch. Let me see if I can get it better. There we go. Timex. It does say stainless steel on the back. Here is the front. Looks like Grams is in it. Grams and Pops. Here is the strap. And let me show you the clasp. It does say Timex on the clasp as well. It has been worn. But like I said, they took really good care of their stuff. Really good care of their stuff. I remember back when these watches were it was at. It was before these watches were a thing. Thank you guys so much for your bids. I really appreciate that. But yeah, like cool thing is when the estate sale and in the garage, right? In the garage in a cabinet, I found an old TV, right? An old TV. And we were like, there's no way that this TV is gonna work. And we plugged it in, and I kid you not, guys, it came right on. And the volume worked. You could change all the channels. The channels only went to 13, if that tells you how old the TV is. But it came on just fine. Sid, thank you so much for your purchase. I appreciate that. And guys, thank you so much for your bids. I really, really appreciate that as well. But we'll start you a pile of good goodies right here on the table so I don't lose it. But yeah, there was a lot of cool finds. I think every camera that they ever used, starting from back like, I don't know, probably the 50s all the way to present, every single camera that we tested and tried, put batteries in, wound up, every single one of them worked, if that gives you guys any kind of detail. We didn't have a single electronic that we tested that didn't work, and that includes old TVs all the way up to like, I don't know, simple stuff. Everything worked. All right, next is going to be, I thought this was super, super cool. Where'd they go? They're right here. These are going to be a set of vintage. They're from the 70s, and they're Dr. Seuss pillowcases. So I'll show you. Here is the front, and there's a set of two. So this is just one of two. I'll show you guys the other one as well. But here is Dr. Seuss. This is a pillowcase from the 70s, and it doesn't have any holes in it. So like, it was just wild to see like how good of care that they took of everything, even down to the linens. So here is the other one right here. Show you the front and back of that one. So, and that's not a stain right there. That's just the Cat in the Hat's hat showing through. But it's a set of two of these, and they are from the 70s. I almost kept these, but I was like, you know what? I can't. I need to sell them. So you guys are getting them here at the dollar auction. So we'll go ahead and start the auction on that one. Looks like a couple of people are in it. Look who's Grams and Pops in it for $2. That's not bad. $1 a pillowcase. And you don't see stuff like this very often. Not from this age. And like I said, there's no rips on them whatsoever, which I thought was crazy. So that's one. Let me grab the other one so we can show him off too. Here is the other one right here. And I know the picture I took of these was not too good, but I couldn't get the whole thing in the shot. All right, who got that one? The Gap. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Grams and Pops, thank you so much for your bid as well. But yeah, these were super cool. I was so close to keeping them. So close to keep. If I kept these and put these on my pillow and put them on our bed, I think Elle would choke me out. So thank you for buying them. All right, what do we got next? All right, next one is going to be a button. It's a vintage button. It's a Mickey Mouse button. Let me grab it. We got two buttons tonight. This is one of two. So this is a vintage 1979 button, and it is in crazy good condition. Let me show you the back of it. Here's the back of it. There's no rusting on this thing at all. So here it is in its glory. I'm going to go ahead and start the auction. Looks like a couple people already in on it. Looks like Gigi's in it for $1. But yeah, Disneyland 1979 on this. What does this say? It says Walt. Oh, it just says Walt Disney Production. But yeah, in little space outfits. That's cute. But yeah, in super, super good condition. This is almost another one that I kept to hang with my memorabilia stuff. But I was like, you know what? This is not really something I collect. I just thought it was cool. And Gigi's taking it home. Thank you so much, Gigi. All right. I think we have another button too. Where's that one at? We'll run that one next. There it is right there because I have it sitting on the table here. All right. This one, this one is going to be, it's the 60 years of Mickey. Here he is. So it says from 1928 to 1988. So at least the 80s on this one. And here is the back of this one. Did not me pull it up? Did I not pull it up? I thought I did. Oh, I did. There we go. Let's start the auction. Looks like Gigi's on this one too. Here's the back of this one. It does still have the original sticker from when it was purchased. I didn't take it off. I left it on there. This one does have just a little bit. You can see right here. But other than that, it is in super, super good condition. To be this old, and this is actually kind of a pink too, which I thought was cool. It definitely screams 80s, so it definitely fits that time period for sure. All right, thank you so much, Gigi. Elle says that she wants KFC. Well, if that's what you want, then KFC you shall have. Coleslaw. Elle only likes coleslaw. I think it's from Popeyes is the only place that she really likes coleslaw from. All right, let's run these next. Next is going to be a pair of clip-on vintage earrings. I got to dig them out of this bag right here. You don't like that one? All right. All right, so there is two of them. I'm going to show you one at a time. There they are. Try to get the glare. There we go. There is one of them, and they do all have like it looks like that's missing, but all the little diamond things are still in there. Here is the back. And let me show you the other one. Here, oh, he's upside down. Here is the other one. Looks like a guy pulling a cart. And then here's the back of that one. All right, we'll go ahead and start the auction on that one. There is two vintage, not two, I guess you could say a set of vintage earrings. And these bad boys are pretty old from what Steph and I could find. They are pretty old. Miss Muffet, thanks for coming in. Try to get them to focus. Here's the backs. They are neat. They are old, I can tell you that. I found these in a trunk in the bedroom. Yeah, these were in a trunk in like one of those little jewelry boxes, you know, like the little ones with some old tissue paper. That's what I know of these, which was really cool. And this is funny enough, the same trunk I found the pillowcases in. And this trunk, that trunk was in the garage. Did you Google search them? Yes, we did. These were actually in the estate sale. Steph did the wonderful job of looking all this stuff up. And I just thought these were cool. I couldn't actually see what was on them. So I used my camera and Google Lensed it to try to see what the figure was that was on here. So we did do that. And if they are worth a lot, then you know what? Who got them? Gigi. Gigi will definitely let us know how cool and how much, if she did to sell these, on how much she made. And that's what makes this so much fun for everybody. All right, Gigi, I'm going to add this to your pile of good goodies. All right, what do we got next? They are very cool. All right, you vintage chin lovers. I got another 10. So I'm going to tell you a story about this. We put this in the estate sale, and my roommate, Madison, literally tried to take these the entire sale. So it's some old Excedrin, and there are some Excedrin tablets still in here.
Please don't take them.
Please don't take them. They are just for display purposes only. But she literally tried to take the Excedrin that was in this tin for 4 days straight. So just to give you a little backstory on that. But I'll go ahead and start the auction on it. It's a cool little tin, and it's thin. So if you want to put it in a display cabinet or something like that, I will definitely let you know if we find some Louis Vuitton. But yeah, cool story behind these is that my roommate tried to take the actual Excedrin that's still in the tin throughout the whole sale. When we told her, I said, look, you're more than welcome to take them, but if anything happens, I'm going to leave you there for the entire length of the estate sale and say that you're just part of the decoration of the sale. I'm not calling the ER. All right. All right, well, where'd that? Over there. All right, let me wet my whistle. I hear a lot of Louis Vuitton estate sales. I do find Louis Vuitton. The only problem with it is it's usually extremely overpriced at an estate sales because people find it and they get excited and they try to Google Lens it, and then whatever the Google Lens says it is, that's what the price they put is. They don't necessarily do the research to understand if that's what it actually sells for, because people have Louis Vuittons listed for crazy. So I do find them out in the wild. It's just normally they're priced way, way too high. All right, next one is going to be a set of 3. Did I put those? Oh, they're right here. Now, I will let you know, I found a set of these, but I didn't find a whole bunch. I do know that if you find a bunch of these, you're in some money. But just having a few of them, not so much. They are some vintage curlers. The old vintage style curlers. It does say made in the USA right there, if I can get it to focus. There we go, made in the USA. I have 2 of these. So here's the other one. It's a little bit smaller than this one. I only found these 2 at the estate sale. And then I also did find a old duckbill clip. But they are the 10 ones. They are the vintage ones. They are the old ones. If you get you a set of these right here, that's some potential money. But thought I'd bring these to you guys, see if you guys had any interest in them. Just some old hair curlers and a duckbill clip. But I thought they were cool. You don't find these very often. My nanny swore by these. Like, she swore. She was like, there is nothing better to curl your hair than these. But yeah, I thought they were cool to find. I found them in a bathroom in the back of a drawer. And that's the brand on them. It still has the patent number. All right. What do we have next? All right. Next one is going to be a vintage lighter. It looks like we already have a pre-bid on this one. Let me grab it out of the tote. Looks like Grams and Pop is in this one for $1. So here it is. And the name of it is right there. This one, usually they have a monogram on them. This one has no monogram on it whatsoever. It's not seized, so it will still go up and down. It may need a flint added in there, but yeah, it's still in super good condition. All right, we'll go ahead and start the auction on that one. And it came in this box right here, but that's not its original box. But this is it, just a vintage lighter. I'll turn this around so you guys can see the maker. That's the maker of it right there. But yeah, not bad. What's crazy is, like, I was shocked that it didn't have like initials engraved on it or anything like that, because normally they do. Oh, the Gap said nope. Me too. Graham said nope. That's coming home with me. I just thought it was cool because most of the time they're seized up. They won't lift. All right, the Gap got that one. Thank you so much for your bid, Grams. I appreciate that. And the Gap will add this to your pile of good goodies. Okay, what else? All right, another necklace and set of earrings. So this one's really cool. This one, I'll have to get it. It's in this long bag. Let me get it out. But this one looks very like, Native American, in my opinion. I didn't see anything on here that stated it was Native American, but it definitely has that vibe for sure. And it's got a little bit of weight to it. So here is the necklace. It also has one of those like fancy clips. So here's the clip on it. I think that said something. Hold up. If it does, I can't read it. It's too tiny. But it does have like this, and then it has the different color stones. So here is the necklace, and then it comes with earrings. The earrings are still in the package. Here are the earrings. So you'll get both. You'll get the earrings and the necklace. So we'll go ahead and start the bid on that one. I'll back up a little bit so you guys can kind of see the necklace. And you will get the earrings too as well. And then I'll bring it up so you guys can kind of see the stones. I couldn't find any markings on it that said it was 925 or anything like that. But I know that they don't make necklaces really with these clasps like this. And she's old. I do know that. All I know is that it's old and it's cool. All right, the Gap got that one. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will add this to your pile of good goodies. I just tried to go there and it did not take me anywhere. If you go to thedollarauction.com, that's how you can find the auction that is currently happening. It's in thedollarauction.com. If you go to district, you can also go there, and then you'll just have to select the dollar auction from within district. But if you just go to the internet browser and you type in thedollarauction.com and hit enter, it'll bring you right here.
Do you want a mashed potato bowl or a pot pie?
I don't want fried chicken. That's too much. Give me some mashed potatoes and some macaroni. Got it. Cool. Not the dollar auction. No, it is the dollarauction.com. There you go. Someone put a link. Thank you so much for putting the link. Elle was trying to come get my order for food. Because again, like I said, we have not ate. All right, so let's go to the next auction item. It's going to be a pair of earrings, and I think these are the oldest earrings that I have found yet. Steph, like I said, Steph did do the due diligence for me at the estate sale to find out like a little bit about these. We couldn't find much, but here they are. It is a pearl, or I should say fake pearl, and it does have like a little diamond right here. I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. And here is how it works. So you put it in your earring and then you twist it closed. And there is some markings right here. I'm going to try to get that to focus for you guys real quick. That's what it says. So, again, I didn't see anything that said 925 on it, but it is a set of two. So this is one of two. Let me grab the other one and show you the other one. Here is the other one, same as the other. And here it is, the back. And again, with the same lettering. So it is this set of two. I think this is the oldest pair of earrings I've found. And I did find these earrings with the other earrings earlier in that trunk. So I'll go ahead and start the auction. There it goes. They're nice and focused for you guys. Super cool. Is this E-Link L put in not working? I'm not sure. There are plenty of folks here in the chat that can help you out with that. I know that Grams is actually one of the co-founders of the dollar auction. But here are the earrings. Let me show you guys the backs. Here are the backs of them. Here are the backs. Super cool old earrings. I thought these were super cool. Never seen anything like this before. I mean, my grandmother had some of these, and I used to play with them as a kid. Who got them? The Gap. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to put that over here with your other stuff so I don't lose them, because I will. Let's see. What else do we got going on? All right. Next is going to be a pendant. I don't know much about this pendant. Steph and I couldn't find much about it. And you're not a bother. Everyone here, like I said, this community is one of the best communities I have ever had the pleasure of being a part of. So everyone here will definitely try to help you as much as possible on how to get where you can find us. So here is the pendant right here. And I'll flip it around and show you the back. Here is the back, and then I'm holding it on how you clip it. That is how you clip it. So here it is right here. It does have like a little thing at the bottom. Yes, I know that you're on YouTube. A lot of folks are probably typing. But again, like I said, if you go to on your internet browser and you type in thedollarauction.com, it should pull you up right to where we're at the dollar auction. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start the bid. It looks like Vintage is in on this. There you go. Elle pulled it up for you. Graham said that he went to the video and commented for you. But here it is. Cute little bird pendant. It is pretty. And this lighting is not doing it justice because it is so much more vibrant in person. So much more vibrant in person. It's a cute little pendant. Put on a little gold necklace. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. This is definitely going to be a cute little conversation piece for sure. Set that over there so I don't lose it. I have tried 3 times going there, and that's why I'm asking, is there a way in the name that I can hit the link? Oh, YouTube can't see the comments on District. Let's see here. What is the next one? All right, the next item we have is going to be a table clock. It is a Timex table clock. Here it is. I'm going to show you the outside first before I open it up. Let me get it open. I'm just afraid because it's older. I don't want to break it, and it's in good condition. But here it is. It does still have the clip up here. Normally these are broken. So what happens is this clip then clips up here. I'm not going to snap it in, but it clips like that. And then you set it on the desk, and that's a desk clock. So we're going to go ahead and start the auction on that. There it is. And then it folds down, and then you can close it and then put it back in your suitcase. But these are travel clocks. I'm still so scared to click it in there. But yeah, what's crazy is, like I said, this is normally broken off on these and you can't find it. So the clock won't stay up. But this one, like I said, at the estate sale, everything they had there was in such great good condition. Let me take the thing off in the back to show you the battery. Oh, it ended. All right, let me put that back over here so I don't break it, because I will break it. All right, what do we got next? All right, next is going to be a vintage retractable Bic pen. Now, I did see on the, if you want to resell these, they actually have a pretty good resale. Here it is. It's just an old Bic, very old Bic, and it does still like retract, which is, they don't normally do. If you had a set of 5 of these, the resale on these is pretty dang good. But I'll go ahead and start the auction for you guys. I know some people are collectors of this stuff. I myself am not, so I thought I'd give it to you guys. See if anybody was interested in it. Just, there's the Bic logo right there. And he's old. He's an old guy. I haven't even tried to write with it. I'm sure it would write. Okay. All right, what do we got next? I am a collector of nothing and a reseller of everything. There you go. I love that. All right, these are cool too. It's a set of these. They're tins. They have to be like tin or aluminum because they're extremely, extremely light. Like, these weigh nothing. So this is what the graphic, I guess, is. And then you pull up, and it's a cup. And it's a set of 2. So I have 2 of them. So this one does have some, I don't know what got on here, but it does not come off. I tried. But both of them come up, and the lids come off of both of them. Thought they were super cool. Normally you'd see these, like, I guess, in like Boy Scouts kits and stuff like that. But I found these on top of the refrigerator. The cabinet that's above the refrigerator was packed. And these were in there. I just thought they were cool. They're just nifty. Super nifty. Yeah, and a fun story about that is I oddly enough did not look into that cabinet until someone came in the cell was like, "Hey, did you know there's a bunch of stuff up here in this cabinet?" I was like, "No. No, I didn't." All right. There were two scenarios where that happened. I thought that I had combed that house through and through, right? Because I had been there for like, I don't know, 7 days, I think, going through the house. And there was the cabinet above the refrigerator and then the cabinet above the stove. I looked at the cabinet above the oven. I had looked above the one above the stove and I looked through that and there was nothing. But the one above the oven, they had a double stack oven, and the one above that, I did not look in that either. Those are the only two places in that whole house that I didn't look at. And we actually found some cool stuff up there. The guy in the cell, he actually was like, "Hey, there's some really cool stuff up here." I think it glitches when I ask about estate sales. Do you run your own company or work for someone? I don't. That was my first time ever doing an estate sale, and I did it because we were friends of the family, and they know that I do resale, and they were like, "Hey, can you? Would you mind putting on an estate sale for us? You know a little bit more about this than we do." And I was like, "Absolutely, I would love to help you guys out." So that was my first taste at an estate sale. I enjoyed it. I had fun, but definitely going to be the last one I do because I liked being the one going to the sales, not the one putting on the sales. Because if I'm being honest, it was really cool when we were finding all this stuff. Like, oh my God, look at this. This is crazy. I think we found a box, like a tote, in the bathroom linen closet in the very back of it because it had a really long linen closet in the very back of it. I found a tote full of vintage band T-shirts like Led Zeppelin, Journey, Judas Priest, the Police, in a tote in the back of a linen closet. So it was cool to find this stuff, but it was a lot of work. Like you said, I agree, it's too much work. It was a lot of work. All right, next thing is going to be a vintage Tang bottle. And I thought this was cool. I found this in the pantry, in the very back of the pantry. Vintage Tang. It is empty, but definitely cool to see. I don't collect bottles, but I know some folks do. But yeah, super cool. I would have asked to buy those as a part of helping with the sale. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest with you, we made $10,000 in the sale, and we split that 50-50 with the owner. So I made plenty of money in it. They were happy. We were happy. Still has the estate sale sticker. Look, we had it in the estate sale for $4. But yeah, they took really good care of us. They're great people. So it was fun. We made good money, but it's just not something that I really am gonna keep doing. And we did barter. We did barter. We actually ended up getting, and honestly, Ella and I tried to pay for items that we saw. They were like, "Well, we need this for the house." We tried to pay them for it, and they were like, "Just take it." And we're like, "No, no, no, let's pay." And they're like, "Just take it." And then they gave us the look like, "If you don't take it, I'm gonna hurt you." So we took it. But we got a few things too, and we bartered with them on a few things and stuff like that. So overall, we did really, really well. I'm happy with it, and the fact that we could help them and relieve some stress from them was even better. Okay, so this one right here, when I found this, as being a collector of like tin things, like tin cans and stuff like that, I thought this was super cool because it's full. It's a shave. It's a travel size shaving cream, and it's still in here. Like it's full. I think it still has. Yeah, it was originally 99 cents. So it's nasty right there, but tell me this is not cool. And for it to still have the content still in here is also super cool. So I thought you guys may like it, but I thought this was super neat when I found this. I was like, how is it this old and still have shaving cream? But yeah, but it's just stuff like this. Like we had a lot of fun finding stuff like this, and there's a whole lot more cool stuff that we found. Like he had original like GI Joes. We found an original Ken doll. that still had its original jumpsuit on him. That was super cool. Actually, if you want, we on our YouTube channel. So our YouTube channel is Two Chicks Resale on YouTube. All of this is on there. I did videos through the whole thing of finding things all the way up till the sale, which we will be putting those out. So if you want to, if that's something you'd like to see, you can go to our YouTube channel and watch the whole thing of us, finding stuff, what we found, stuff like that. Oh, giveaway. Good looking out. Finding stuff and stuff like that. It's really cool. We found a lot of cool stuff there. All right. Next thing, I need to run the giveaway. Awesome. Thank you so much, Grams. I appreciate that. Is going to be a Dooney and Burke purse charm thing. So let me add that really quick. Let's see. Add. Let's do the giveaway. And we'll do giveaway 2. Publish. Add to stream. Now I got to go hunt him down. All right. We're going to run that next giveaway. It's going to be a Dooney and Burke. So if you have a Dooney and Burke, you're a reseller, you can never have too many of these. Throw these on a purse and it makes it sell so much better. But that's the giveaway. So make sure you guys go up there and enter the giveaway. All you have to do to win is just follow me and I'll follow everybody back at the end of the show. So I'm glad there's no one behind us because it's been a while and I love chit-chatting with you guys. So there's that. But yeah. All right, next one. This is another thing that I found. This is a different trunk in the bedroom. I found this. It is a vintage iron. This is the original box for it. Original box. And let me get it out of here. It is so cute. It is so cute. Look, tell me that's not cute. Look how little. It's so cool. And it still has the cord. So we'll go ahead and start the auction. Elle wants this, of course. Out of all the stuff that I find and bring home, she wants the little baby iron. But it's cool. And the fact that it still has the original box is wild sauce. Wild. Look at the picture. Tell me that's not where it's at. She didn't know we had it. As many days as we were at the estate sale. All right, the Gap got it. Thank you so much. All right, put that over there. All right, what else we got? All right, so mystery pin lots. Where is number 1 since that's what we're running? All right, I have mystery pin lots. So for folks that aren't familiar, I always do mystery pin lots. And it is the pins that you wear, not the pins you write with. I do lots of 8, and there's just 8 different pins in here. And we do a bag for $1. So I'll go ahead and start the auction, and I'll kind of show you what kind of pins. Oh, these are kind of all backwards. Kind of the pins that are in here. No, these are all pins from the estate sale, and I found a lot of them. Usually, we have one person that comes in here and always buys pens from us. So I always make sure we have lots of pens. And I do have 4 of these, and each one of them has 4 pens in it. Some of them have military, some of them don't. But these did come from that estate sale. Oh, look, there's a Canadian one. So 8 pens in each lot. They all are going to have different pens in them. They should not have any duplicates. All right, the Gap got that one. All right, next one, number 2. This one's full of air. You can't really see that with all this air in there. There we go. Let the air out. It's full of hot air. Oh, 2 minutes left on the giveaway. You guys better get in there. We got 24 or 10 people in here. 2 entries. All right, mystery pin lot number 2. All right. This one has a bunch of papers in it, so they're still attached to the paper. Let's see. I'll try to spread it out so that you guys can kind of see. But they're just mystery pin lots. They're fun. There's a bunch. There's 8 of them in there. It's hard to go wrong. If you do resale, then you can always lock these up. Some of these are still brand new in the package. Like this one's still brand new in there. And I try to make sure that there's no duplicates in here. But what I do is I just grab a handful and count 8 out. and I think it's fun. So, all right, the Gap got that one. 2 more left, guys. 2 more left. Let's see, number 3. Let me try to fan these out a little bit. All right, pen lot number 3. Move to stage, and we're live fire. Here is the next one. That's a CNN one. There's the Abraham Lincoln one. Let's see what else we got back here. What is that one? Some kind of, looks like some kind of monument or something. Like I said, I just throw them in here. I don't really look at them. Oh, Graham's got him one. There you go. Last one, guys. I think this is going to be the last item of the night, unless you guys see anything down in the store that you'd like for me to rerun. Make sure you do go check that out. We do have a few items that we could rerun, so make sure you get on that. We also do, giveaways running. Who's going to get it? The Gap Shack got that one too. Congratulations. I will be sending this with your bags of good goodies. We, as I was going to say, we do progressive shipping. So if you purchase something, it is a little less shipping on the next item you buy. And I will have all of your goodies in the mail tomorrow. They won't be out in the morning. I usually get up, pack the orders, and send them out. So they will be at the post office tomorrow. So just to give you an insight on how that works, because I know I'm always ready to get my stuff when I buy it. All right, last item of the night is going to be another bag of pens. So here they are. There are 8 pens in here. I'll try to move the bag around. These are still brand new. That's why they're still in all these sleeves. But there is 8 pens in here. Some of them even have their price tag still going. Dang, that was $3.99. How much was this one? I think that one was $4. That one was $3.50. But yeah. Bag of mystery pens. There's 8 of them, and all these ones looks like they're all brand new. All brand new. Graham's got that one. All right, guys. Give you guys a few minutes while I bump my lips. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you check out the store while I'm doing this. See if there's anything in there that you'd like for us to rerun. Thank you to everyone who came out tonight. Thank you to everyone who purchased something, who bid on something. I appreciate it. I've missed you all so much. I'm glad that we're back in the swing of things. I will schedule another show for next Tuesday at 7, and maybe one more after that. If you haven't yet, make sure that you check out other folks in the dollar auction. Everyone has amazing stuff, so make sure that you do follow them, check out their shows. If you haven't yet, make sure that you do check us out on YouTube. We are on YouTube. It is 2 Chicks Resale on YouTube as well. Elle said she'll be hosting the next show. I'll hold you to that one. Don't play. She says I can hear her yelling. Yeah, make sure you check us out there. Other than that, I can't say enough. Thank you guys so much for coming in tonight, whether you purchased something or you didn't. Thank you again. Graham's just said, I got some videos to watch tonight. Well, oh, perfect. I do that too. I always watch everyone while I'm listing as well. But yes, thank you again, guys. I appreciate it. I'll have you guys' stuff out to the post office tomorrow. Other than that, I hope you have a good night, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday at 7. Bye, guys.